Milwaukee's brand new Generation 4 hammer drill driver. Is it really that good? We're about to find out. This is the Milwaukee model number 2904, and it's their Generation 4 of their M18 fuel brushless hammer drill driver. Yeah, it's got a 1/2-inch chuck on it, all metal chuck. A lot of... I've been attacked by killer horseflies. This is the model number 2904, and as we mentioned, this is the 4th generation, Generation 4 of Milwaukee's M18 fuel hammer drill driver. Yes, it's got a 1/2-inch all metal chuck, a lot of other great features that we can get to, so let's take a closer look. Then we'll actually use this thing, and then we'll come back and talk about pricing, warranty, and what we thought of it. And by the way, with the Gen 4 hammer drill driver, they're also releasing the Gen 4 impact driver as well. We've got the review on that also. We'll have a link in the description and probably one floating around here somewhere. So make sure you check that one out as well. Both reviews are up on our YouTube channel and our website. We've got the Milwaukee model number 2904. And it's the Generation 4, or the Gen 4 version of the M18 fuel 1/2-inch hammer drill driver. So it's the M18 fuel platform. We know we're going to get a brushless motor driven by the lithium-ion batteries. And this is the hammer drill version, or the hammer drill driver version. There's also a drill driver version which does not have hammer mode. But this is the 2904, and so we do get the drilling mode as well as the hammer mode, and also 16 other positions on this mechanical clutch. It is not an electrical clutch or an electric clutch. It's a pure mechanical clutch. You will actually feel it engage, and then you can lock it out in drill mode, and then obviously in hammer mode as well. In hammer mode, we're going to get up to 33,000 blows per minute. We have a variable speed trigger. So not only can we control the speed, but that's also going to control those blows per minute as well. So with the speed comes your impacts or your blows per minute. And speed is going to be 0 to 500 RPM in speed 1. So we have a speed selector switch as well in 1 and 2. So number 1 is going to give us 0. We make it crawl really slow all the way up to 500 RPM. And then in speed 2, we're going to have 0 to 2100 RPM. And again, at 2100 RPM, that's when we're also going to get that 33,000 blows per minute, which is definitely going to help when we're drilling concrete to push that bit all the way through without having to provide a lot of feedback to do that. Now, we also get 1,400 inch-pounds of torque with this. So this is a torque monster, especially for the size of tool that it is. So we're definitely going to get an auxiliary handle as well, and that's going to clamp on either side and lock in with these teeth right here around these little spots right here where the little hammer is. So again, depending on whether we're left or right-handed, very easy to attach that there, and then screw this in to tighten this down. So now we've got our third hand, or actually our auxiliary or second handle. And then in addition to having that safety handle, we also have something new, a brand new feature that's showing up on this Gen 4 version of the hammer drill driver, and that is the auto stop. So right here, there's a little light that will light up that says auto stop. So when you're drilling and you hit something and it jerks your hand, it's going to shut the tool down. Now, Milwaukee worked long and hard on that. They've got a lot of AI technology in the testing and proving of that feature. And so this is supposed to be something totally different than most other auto stops that are out there. So anti-kickback, auto stop, whatever you want to call that. We've now got that technology in the new hammer drill driver of this tool in the Gen 4 model here, the 2904. As before, we get an all metal chuck here, and also we get improved grab there on the 3 jaws that actually grasp the bit or the drill bit shank there. So still an all metal chuck with that knurling there on the outside, so you can easily grab this by hand and twist it to tighten or to break that free and loosen that as well. Now this is mated with the XC 5.0 battery, which you can get this drill kitted with 2 of these batteries. You can also buy it in a combo kit that comes with the impact driver that we'll be reviewing as well. We still get the same LED light that shines down here from the bottom up to the area where you're drilling or fastening. And compared to the Gen 3, you really can't tell a big difference. A little bit different on the clutch ring here, so a little bit different styling, if you will, but that's about it. Selector switch is about the same. Not a lot of difference at all. In fact, a lot of designing is exactly the same, and the size of the tool is about exact as well. Now, speaking of size and obviously weight, we'll go ahead and weigh this tool. So with the 5 amp hour battery, pounds and ounces, 4 pounds, 14.5 ounces. So right at 5 pounds with the battery. Don't know why you'd ever need it without the battery, but just so you'll know, 3 pounds, 5 ounces, 3 pounds, 4.5 ounces. So again, right at a 5 pound tool with that 5 amp hour battery. So obviously you could lighten things up a bit if you wanted to run a smaller and lighter battery. Now, height of this tool, as I said, it really hasn't changed since the last version, but right at 10 inches with the 5 amp hour battery, and then front to back right at 7 inches, just a smidge shy of 7 inches from tip to tail, if you will. And as far as width of the tool, at its widest point, you're looking at still less than 2.5 inches, so 2.35 inches right there at the rubber overmolding of the back of the tool. A little bit slimmer up here on the front edge as well, so 2.25 inches. So pretty slim here on the head of the tool, and not that long either, so shorter than 7 inches. And as I mentioned, you can get this kitted with the impact driver, which is the 2953. So this is the brand new impact driver, the Gen 4 impact driver, which has the tri-LED lights. Something totally different on the impact driver. Something we saw in the impact wrenches and when they released the new mid-torques, and carrying that through into compacts as well. And now we're seeing it on the impact drivers. Just gives it a lot better lighting surrounding the fastening area. And you can get this tool kitted with the hammer drill driver as well, and that model number is 3697 for the combo kit and 2 5 amp hour batteries. We'll be reviewing this as well, so make sure you don't miss that review. We're going to run through a series of tests with the 2904. We've got it kitted with the 5 amp hour battery. We've got a full charge on the battery, and we're going to start off in speed 2. And we're going to kind of work this up until speed 2 is not working, or at least not finishing the hole or whatever job it's doing, and then we'll step down to speed 1 and see if we can finish that. Now, I've got a 7/8 inch self-feeding bit in here. This should not be a problem for this tool whatsoever. We've got some PT 2x material, and so I'll go ahead and start here. Well, that's good. We split the wood. So as we thought, no problem at all with that. I'm going to go to a typical spade bit, except it is a self-feeding spade bit. Therefore, I don't have to put a lot of pressure to get it started, and I can just kind of let it run on its own. But again, I'm going to leave it in speed 2 and see how we do here. So even with that, it's powering through no problem. It's grabbing a little when it gets to the back side, when it wants to break through, and that's it. Now I'm going to go to a 2 5/16 inch hole. And this is a dual cutting head Diablo. This is the Speed Demon. Put my auxiliary handle on there. I know I'm going to need that. And I'm going to leave it in speed 2. I don't think we're going to be able to make it through here, but we will see. No, as I thought, in Speed 2, it's not going to make it. Speed 1, I doubt we have an issue whatsoever. So Speed 2, not quite able to get that hole started and blow through there, but obviously in 1, it's no problem at all. As far as power, it's there to power that 2 9/16 inch bit through there. And now I've got more of a typical style hole saw, so it should not be a problem to do this, but this is 3 5/8 inches. So let's see how well we do here. No problem. All right, drilling wise, we're okay. So let's try some fasteners. So we put a Torx bit in here. We're in Speed 2 now, and we're going to run in some 3-inch deck screws. Yeah, 3-inch deck screws into this wood in a couple of places. Okay, that's not even an issue for this thing. Okay, now I've got 5 plies of 2x pressure treated lumber, and we're going to drive in some 7-inch construction fasteners. Got my T40. Got one in right there. No problem at all. I think this one's a little shorter. It's like 6.5 inches. So it kind of stops it right there. Doesn't sink that one. If I go to 1, yeah, I can pretty much twist my hand off or put the secondary handle in there and run that on down. Yeah, run that as deep as I want to. The Generation 4 of the M18 fuel hammer drill driver does not disappoint. It's got all the power and a bit more than its predecessor, and it adds the auto stop technology, which is going to save in those risks when you're either drilling big holes or maybe you hit a screw or a nail and it decides to do a little kickback on you. It's not going to twist your arm off. It should automatically stop. We still like all the features of this tool. The size is about identical to its predecessor. We like the clutch. Again, the all-metal half-inch chuck. We love that. And we also love the variable speed trigger that we've had for quite some time. So great tool. The 2904 you can get as a kit with 2 of the 5 amp hour batteries for $299, and you get a 5-year warranty. You can also get it kitted with the 2953, which is the Generation 4 impact driver, which, as we mentioned, we've got a review out on that already as well. And by the way, it had some astounding numbers. But anyway, you can get these as a kit, both the tools and 2 5 amp hour batteries and a charger for just $399. And again, 5-year warranty on both of these. So be sure to check those out. We'll have links in the description. They're supposed to be hitting the shelves sometime the end of August of this year of 2022. So look for those pretty soon. You can pre-order in several places as well. So again, we'll have links to those. Love the tri-LEDs on the new Impact, by the way. So make sure you check them out. It's the 2904. And if you want the combo kit, $36.97 is the combo kit on these if you want both of them. So anyway, keep track of us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and even TikTok. And if you don't mind, would you hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already? And by all means, if you hated our video, then give us a thumbs down. But would you let us know in the comments why? Have a great day and keep smiling.